Am I wrong? The animated series Dr. Stone has good characters with good character. One of these is Ryusui Nanami, who often asks, "Am I wrong?" And he really wants to know. This simple question carries profound weight. He doesn't ask if he's right, he asks if he's mistaken. This reflects his commitment to truth and improvement, not validation. In tech, where details matter and accuracy is critical, adopting this approach is absolutely required, in my opinion. Professionals in some other industries find it difficult to work with people from fields like IT or engineering because technologists tend to prioritize accuracy and precision. This desire to be clear and correct is sometimes seen as an insult to their authority. Ryusui's approach provides a model of resilience and humility that is sometimes missing in tech and business. Imagine if, instead of defending our initial decisions or following instructions unquestioningly, IT professionals applied the principle of asking, "Am I wrong?" The power of intellectual resilience in tech. Both IT projects and the dynamics of working in tech itself require a certain level of resilience to challenges, setbacks, and new information. Accepting challenge, no matter how lowly the source, is foundational for personal and project success. Yet, this isn't always easy. Team members and leaders alike can fall into the trap of viewing questions and feedback as an attack rather than an opportunity to educate or improve. But those who truly excel understand that the way forward is to question assumptions, our own as well as those of our colleagues. Ryusui's mindset is particularly useful here. By focusing on avoiding being wrong rather than proving we're right, we take ourselves out of the defensive posture and stay open to learning. This approach is valuable whether you're developing a new software feature, leading a team, or navigating client relationships. I have noticed that my children have no trouble understanding me or answering when I ask why they think what they do. They don't have any degrees or credentials that make them feel defensive. But some professionals with credentials quickly throw their titles around rather than answer questions. This stark contrast reminds me of the value of genuine intellectual openness. Unquestioning agreement is dangerous in tech and business. Just as in parenting, unquestioning agreement in business is risky. When it comes to coding, design, or security, simply implementing requests as given without assessing potential consequences is not only poor customer service, it's a liability. A low-trust environment arises when team members can't challenge assumptions or raise concerns, whether out of fear of conflict or simply because critical thinking isn't taken well. A top psychology expert actually testified under oath that a person being receptive to feedback meant agreeance, unquestioning agreement with the feedback. But unquestioning agreement stifles critical thinking and discourages people from voicing their insights, ultimately leading to weaker, less adaptable decisions. Questioning feedback doesn't always equate to disrespect, but rather to the responsible pursuit of accuracy. I teach my children that my job is to help them to learn to make good choices, that in order to do that job, I need to know the truth, and that I don't want to believe something that isn't true, or I could make mistakes. I ask them to respect me enough to not let me believe something that's wrong, reframing feedback as an opportunity, not an attack. Effective IT work doesn't just involve creating solutions. It involves proving and refining them. If someone outside your team were to ask, "How do you know your work is effective?" how would you respond? Some might feel defensive, but an intellectually resilient professional would likely welcome the opportunity with excitement to share their thought process, their tests, and their commitment to quality. Consider the example of one of our remarkable architects who was asked whether they were aware that a coworker was using them to advance their career, a question laced with the implication of manipulation. The architect, instead of reacting defensively, reframed the question positively, recognizing the value of sharing experiences to help others grow. Masterful. This type of intellectual resilience, seeing a question as a tool for collaboration rather than criticism, is invaluable for any IT professional. Ryusui Nanami's approach teaches us that the question, "Am I wrong?" isn't just about humility. It's a path to continuous improvement. When someone challenges our work, our choices, or our decisions, we're offered a chance to see blind spots or refine our ideas. This mindset shift can transform our work not only by enhancing our solutions, but also by building respect and trust within teams. Embrace the question, improve the solution. Asking, am I wrong? Isn't about undermining confidence. It's about building a discipline of openness and resilience. In tech, where both details and impacts are critical, every question, no matter the source, holds the potential to improve the outcome. When we stop defending our positions and start genuinely exploring feedback, we strengthen our work and foster an environment where learning from each other is valued. Embracing the question, whether from a child, a colleague, or a client, ensures that we avoid unnecessary mistakes and make thoughtful, informed decisions. So, the next time you face feedback or a challenging question, consider it an opportunity to grow. Ask yourself, am I wrong?